everybody, fans, cooking fans out there. This is Alicia, Alley Cats, or Eva the Diva, whichever way. We're going to do a poll on that and see which one works. So today we are going to do the Cornish Hen dance. Woo! No, not really the Cornish Hen dance. But we are going to cook these bad boys on the grill. I personally have never cooked this Cornish Hen. From what I understand from my research, it's basically a female chicken and a petite size. So, for all you health fanatics, definitely go with the Cornish hens. They are naturally smaller and skinnier. Okay, here we go. So, I've already taken it out of the package. As you can see, I have taken it, so it has some of the foul feathers on there. And it has some of the fat. So, of course, you know that I don't like the fat. So, I am going to take it off. And then, I don't know if you can tell, but there's some heart pieces there. Now, of course, yes, this is the hen, the natural bird, so it's going to have hard spots and stuff in there because I'm not taking the bones out. So, and all I want to do is get it defeathered and make it look pretty. And then what we're going to do is I'm actually going to take some apples and I'm going to stuff it inside this bird and wrap it in some aluminum foil and season it. So, I'm just going to show you that right quick. I've done that with basically both birds. I have two because it's just, could just be the 3, maybe 4 of us. So, take these off right quick and switch out my board. No contamination, please.
How can you tell someone if someone's watching?
That is my son. Yes, my recorder is back. It will say so-and-so is watching. Clorox wipes. They are the bomb. Alright, clean off the area. Hopefully, whenever I get my chef's kitchen, it'll be better. But for now, this is what we have. So we're going to make it all do.
Will people still see it even when it's not live?
Yes, and they can hear you talk too.
Okay.
Okay, so I've already started my prep work, and I was just going to show you basically what I'm doing. Sorry, such a small area. Okay, so for the broccoli, because I'm going to do roasted vegetables as well. So I'm taking the broccoli and I'm cutting it down the middle. Okay, reveals that nice soft seam there. And then I am wanting to do it again. Alright, so that's basically all I'm doing with the broccoli. Put it in there. Because I'm going to roast it on there, and then I'm going to put it on the grill. Don't hit the dog, Jordan. Okay. And then for the cauliflower, I've taken it. I've taken off the leaves and stuff that's on the outside. The core part, I took that off as well. So basically, this is all that's left. Okay, and I just take it, leave it all in bunches. Don't take it off, and then I do about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch slice straight down. Beware of your fingers. They could get hurt. Anyway, so I'm gonna just mix that all, put that all in the bowl together. What I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to season it and put some butter, actually I might not even do butter. I'm probably going to do oil. There's no way to pause it. Oh yes, and I just dropped my knife. You know these live shows, you can never cut everything out. Alright. Then we also have some mushrooms that I'm doing. I'm also doing some mushrooms right here. And I took some of the bigger pieces out. And I'm going to cut them up. Just, not, real small size. Just like, moderate size. But the same as everything else. Just so that... So now you can... Is it still showing your face?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's fine.
It was just...
Okay, sorry. Again, live shows. We all know what happens on live TV. This is live. Okay. So now you can see that these pieces are about the same size. I want them to be that size so that they are actually going to cook evenly. Now, I've never cooked with the radish before. If you have, you're better than I am. I've never truly even eaten a radish. All I know about them is the fact that they're watery, kind of like a water chestnut. So that's what I'm going off of here. And I don't want any of the green stuff. I just want the bulb. So I take it and I grasp this part, the stems that are feeding, the veins that are feeding the bulb here, and the root, I guess you could kind of say, and just twist. All right, throw the rest of that away. Okay, and then I'm going to take these and put them in here. I rinsed off the mushrooms in this strainer earlier, so it's just that. Anyway, so I'm going to take them and put them in here, and then I'm going to rinse them off so that it gets all that dirt off, because you don't want that in your. You don't really want that in your food. Who wants to eat dirt? Not me. Although I'm sure in some ways we kind of are. And honestly, there's a couple ways I've seen. It's like you could cube it, or you could do some thin slice. I was thinking about doing thin slices, but you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, with how big and chunky everything else is, I think to make sure that this all cooks evenly, it'll be best if I do it in fourths. So as you saw, I just cut off the ends. Okay, it gives it a nice platform so you're not rolling around everywhere. And I cut it, basically do a plus. So I cut it one way and then I cut it the other way, and voila, 4 pieces. Okay, I'm going to put that one, this little small thing right here. I was planning on having all this done, but some things happened today. You know, natural life happened. So we are going to pressure on and get dinner done. Because that's what Americans do every single day. That's what everybody does around the world. Every single day, you pressure through, and you either make a plan B and spend money that you don't really have and go out to eat, or you just go ahead and do what you're supposed to do and make that dinner. So we are going to go ahead and make that dinner. Oops. And as you saw, I got that one a little thin, but you know how everything is. I can also try to make it. I'm going to put the thinner ones on last and just make this look delicious. Real simple, real basic cutting. I haven't learned how to make it to where I cut softer. Don't hear it go chop, 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 chop. Anyway, but like I said, my son is back from his sleepover. Whoop, whoop. You probably saw that flash earlier of his little face. He's all concerned. He's like, I saw my face. I'm like, it's okay. You're with me. Anybody watching knows I protect my babies. Anyway, and like I said, I did not get all of my prep work done, and I apologize for that. It's my bad. Hopefully, next time we do go live, I'll have all this prep work done. But isn't that what life is? Life is basically just prep work. Prepping for this, prepping for that, and then adjusting the ball as it goes. Woo! I almost put that in there too. Now this one you see is kind of small. I'm going to just leave that one as is because it's about the same size as the other ones. And look at this little baby radish. Ooh, it's so cute.
Before you chop it up.
So cute. Such a little baby radish. Alright, we're just going to slice her down the middle, and that's it for that one. Alright, radish is done.
Hey, Mom. I wish there was a way to pause this.
Yes, well, maybe we'll just do YouTube next time and have it done. So what I'm doing now is I'm washing the potatoes because you want to, again, make sure you get all of that dirt off. But
Hey, Jordan, don't mess with that.
I'm using the yellow gold potatoes because they have a thinner skin. If you never notice that the russet potatoes, they have thick skin, and it's, what's the word I want to use? It's just grainy. Okay, this is smooth. It kind of sips in with everything. So what I'm going to do is I just quickly rinse them off. I'm going to cut them down the middle. You know, middle can be either way, except for, I guess that still could work too. He's fine. So, cut them down the middle, and then I want to kind of cube them. So it's just going to be like 3, you know, depending upon the size of the potato. I did three slices that way, and then just like that. Okay. That's all we're going to do there, and we're going to throw that in a bowl as well. On bigger potatoes, you're going to want to make them, make the slices bigger. Smaller, so you get them even. So like this one, I put in 3 parts instead of just 4 parts instead of just 3. And then whenever it gets to the thicker part of this potato, I'm going to cut them just a little bit shallower. Try and keep that as uniform as possible so they'll cook evenly. And then with this, there's going to be the seasonings on there. I'm thinking it's going to be basically just some salt, pepper, and garlic, some onion powder. That should be fine as well to make these oh so delicious. Okay. This is a smaller potato. Just gonna cut it in half. Do that part there. And that's it. I know that got a little off there, but I'm trying to hurry because I feel so bad that my prepping was not done. I'm so sorry. Anyway, whenever your potatoes start getting older, you've had them in the bottom, make sure you look for those eyes and kind of cut them off because they could have they could alter the taste of your food. And you always want to smell it to smell that true potato starchy smell. If you don't, like I made something a couple weeks ago and I took a bite of the potato and it was one of the potatoes that hadn't got quite all the way done, and I noticed, I was like, man, this tastes funny. But the rest of them were fine. And so it's just like, that potato, if you don't smell it, if you don't, if it feels a little questionable to you, always like smell it, because that's going to tell you whether it's really truly still ripe or not, or if it's overripe. If it's overripe, you definitely don't want to put that in your stuff. So just try and do a quick chop here. Today's been hectic. Comment below how your weekend's been going. I hope it's been going great. I know we have those the Hurricane Florence going on. Praying for all those that are in South Carolina, North Carolina.
No one is on yet, so you're just talking to yourself.
Parts of Virginia and Georgia. So that's basically what we pray for those. We really wish that nobody had their lives had been lost. But some people don't want to get out, and I understand you got your possessions and things, but those are lives that are lost now. So heed the warnings. I remember last year whenever we had Hurricane Irma down here, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? But I was talking to everybody, my neighbors, people who've been here for 20 plus years, and they're like, just ride it out. And it's never been this far in there, you should be good. So that's what we did. And it was good. Okay, so that part of the prep work is just about done. Oh, one more thing. Let me rinse these off right quick. I'm going to take care of this. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. The next thing is the apples. These apples I'm going to use for the Cornish hens. I'm making I'm calling it a rosemary apple hen with roasted vegetables. But there's a couple ways I want to do this. Like for this apple here, I'm going to cut down the middle and down the middle again, and then I'm going to kind of take off the inside here, this rind, because it's tough. I definitely don't want the seeds there, so let me get the other knife for that. I'm pretty sure this is probably called like a paring knife or something. I'm not 100% sure exactly on the names. I just know that, hey, if it cuts well, I'm good. And this has a little bit of bruise. I'm going to cut that off as well. And just go down like that. Jordan, that was not nice. Don't hit. Okay? So we want to get that part off because we want it to be, we want the flavor to shine through, but we don't want the roughness of that apple in there. I'm not saying that it would alter the taste, but you never know. Especially since the first time we're doing this one, it's a little iffy. So, who else football fans out there? Jordan, don't hit her. Chris?
Somebody else, what type of apples?
These apples are Granny Smith apples. That's all I'm using. Taking off the bruise parts. Whenever I picked them out last night, they were not, or the other night, they were not bruised, but I guess, you know, this is life.
Ow.
C'est la vie, as the French say. C'est la vie. Anyway, I'm going to just take the apples and put them off to the side, because that's what I'm going to do with this one. Because these apples are actually going to go inside the hen. And then I have the other apples that I actually want to slice differently. I'll show you. Whoops, it is. I'm actually going to slice these this way. The reason why I'm doing that is because I want to be able to lay them around the hen and on top of the hen to kind of help that flavor really sink in. If I could core these apples, I would. I don't have a core, so I'm just trying to watch it and see how we're doing. Oh look, perfect start. I've never had that happen. Of course, I take this way to do it. Alright, so I'm going to just quickly go around that star, basically cutting out that star. I'm sure there's a lot easier way. I'm going to go onto my store tonight and check and see, like, where is that cord and how much is it? And then I'm going to put it on here and post, like, buy the cord today. So, let's just go ahead and cut these quickly. I'm pretty sure the seeds won't exactly matter. But, okay. But I don't want them popping off and all of a sudden have apple popcorn in the middle of my Cornish hen. That would not be good. Alright. So. Anyway, so like I said, I'm going to take this hen. Let me go ahead and get this one hen done for us. And then we'll go from there. So, apples on the side. Let me get some little foil. Alright, so, little foil. Like I said, I want to take these apples here and put them on the bottom. I don't recommend doing it this way. I really don't.
Ow.
Because you never know where that point is going to go to. But I'm trying to hurry. I know. And there's more interesting things on the internet right now than me. But if you want to learn something new, stick around. We might teach each other, which would be great. I'm always open for suggestions. Leave them below and I will take them into consideration. Alright, so. First hand. So I'm laying these down. And that's going to go there. And I'm going to take these apple slices and kind of just stick them in. Let's see. I'm doing that because I want this hen to really give that apple flavor, apple, scent. Apple taste. Okay. Always have a hand towel ready. And then I want rosemary. I want this rosemary, but I want, and I'm going to put it on top. And usually not very much. Doesn't matter, but I want to make sure that this really soaks down deep into it. And then some basic salt and pepper.
People have liked the video.
Okay, salt, pepper, yes, good. My friend from this conference that we gone to, she said that in the last video that I did with the garlic chicken, not garlic, but the grilled chicken sandwiches, that I put too much salt on there, and and I have to make sure that when I'm doing this, that y'all understand that on some parts I might have a lot, but I wanted to make sure that the chicken was really flavorful and helped outshine the bread. The bread's delicious. The bread was totally delicious, especially after you baked it in the oven. It was delicious, but I also want to make sure that it outshined it, and I think salt sometimes helps bring out that flavor. So, all right. So that's the basic seasonings there, and I'm hoping and praying that this tastes delicious. Like I said, I've never done this one before, so this is going to be different. All right, and then I'm going to take some olive oil, just because that's I think it'll be better. So I'm going to take the olive oil and just spread it on there. Oh, one of my apples came out. Stick that back in there. All right. So that, and then take some slices and stick it on top. Okay. So do that. And then we're going to take it and fold it up. Shiny side inside. There's a shiny and a dull side of the aluminum foil, okay? Put the shiny side on the inside of it, and that way, the heat will actually kind of like cook, or the heat will stay in. That's what my mother told me. So if I got it wrong, if there's a professional chef up there that tells me no, that's wrong, I'm gonna take your word. But you know, it's just what my mom told me, so that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, and I'm making sure that this is tight. I don't want it. I don't want the hen to be, you know, leaking all those juices and it come falling out. So try and make sure that it's tight, you know, down, and that there's no holes in the bottom, because I also want the juice to stay in. So I'm going to actually go ahead and get another piece of foil. And get another piece of foil and put it on the bottom here, because I don't know exactly how that's gonna go gonna work. And this time I'm just gonna loosely do it, because whenever I pick it up, I'll be able to pick it up with that and then like tip it over. That's my theory, and be able to get the juices out if they leak under. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm nervous. Okay, so and then I'm going to put this out on the grill. I have the grill set for about 350, and it's going to be on there for 30 minutes on the back side, and then flipped in 30 minutes on the breast. So like, you know, the back where it's flat, and then the breast, of course, you know, we all know that. You know, the plumpy side. And we're going to put it in there for that, and then flip it and leave it on there again. Then I'm going to take it out and see, you know, test the doneness. And I'm going to come back and show you that, but for now, this is where it stands, because I can't really put the vegetables on yet. I will come back and show you the seasonings I use and how I'm going to use my little mortar for you tonight and show you what I'm going to do to make sure that all the seasonings kind of blend together. So please check back with this probably about an hour, and I'll have hopefully the finishing touches. Thank you for watching.